Welcome back to Kato Living. Miss Minnesota herself is here, Emily Schumacher. It's amazing to see another crown under your belt,
I know,
Emily.
right?
Does it just feel surreal?
So surreal. You know, the crowning moment was amazing, and then people have asked me, what does it felt like afterwards? And honestly, like, no different. I just have a different, name across my chest and a bigger crown.
What was that competition like? Because it was a 3-day competition for Miss Minnesota, right?
It was a full week, but 3 days of actual competition.
Okay.
So we checked in on a Sunday at Treasure Island, and then the final night was on Friday. So
gosh.
it's jam-packed with events and obviously interviews and competing and just getting to know the other contestants.
Yeah, what was that like for you? I mean, again, you were just saying like it still kind of feels like easy for you because it's just another thing. But what was that like to be crowned Miss Minnesota? It's a great accomplishment, so congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
It really is just a great honor. This is something that I've been working for 5 years, so for it to finally happen and come to fruition is really incredible because you never know. You're putting yourself in front of 6 people to judge you, and it's so subjective, and it's who they like at that point in time, and yeah, you just never know.
Yeah, and congratulations once again, because it was you. It's great.
It's so great. I think I was here one of the last times you were in, and we were talking about what you are striving for and things like that, and just talking about prepping for Miss Minnesota, and now here we are talking about all those accomplishments. And I used to do pageants. I didn't quite get as far as you did, but I learned so many things. And so for so many young girls that are watching right now and looking up to you, what are some tips and advice that you can give them for going into maybe pageants or some of the positives? It's not just beauty and glam. There's a lot more to it that they don't know.
There's so many opportunities within pageantry. I competed for 5 years. I lost for 5 years, but really it wasn't losing.
No.
There's so many doors that open every year. There was an opportunity for me. I've partnered with the Minnesota Department of Health, the American Heart Association, these big organizations that I would never have been able to work with had I not been in the Miss America organization.
Absolutely. And another thing that we were talking about before the break even started was the scholarships that are a part of that too. And now that you're going into Miss America, that scholarship is really going to continue and be more fruitful, right?
Absolutely. So the Miss America opportunity actually offers a full ride scholarship to our teen program to the University of Alabama. And then for our Miss candidates, we also get scholarship money to further our education, whether that's in your undergrad or for me heading off to medical school.
That's right, because you are an aspiring doctor. Not only are you an educator right now and a content creator right now, and of course a part of pageants, but aspiring doctor. And the Heart of the Matter is your initiative that you partner with for the American Heart Association. Now that you are Miss Minnesota, how do you expect your initiative to grow now?
Yeah, hopefully working with the American Heart Association to make it grow throughout the state, not just here in Mankato or the Twin Cities area. Going to schools, businesses, talking about the research that they're doing, teaching CPR and AED to people across the state, and really just making our state a nation of lifesavers.
Yeah. And that's one thing that you do now. You go to events and you teach people CPR. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Great. And how has that been like? Because most people don't maybe know CPR, and so for you to be out there and teaching them, what is that like? What kind of reactions do you hear from people?
Yeah, I share some stories that I've experienced. I work in the ER, so I see it quite frequently, but I think people don't realize that it can happen to anyone, whether you're 5 or 95, and it's so important that we know what to do in those situations, because if CPR is given right away, they have a triple of their chance of survival. So it's really crucial to know these life-saving skills.
Thank you for that. And now that you're prepping for Miss America, what is that like?
Oh goodness, we started just some basic prep on last Monday, and it's crazy because it'll be in January, which seems so far away, but it's really not.
So
it's going to come so quick, and I'm so excited to represent Miss Minnesota at Miss America.
Thank you for representing our state, Emily. It's great to see Miss Mankato become Miss Minnesota and hopeful Miss America.
Yes.
Fingers crossed, Emily.
Thank you for having me.